take it farther. And everyone that knows me knows that I am stronger. I know I got this. Just watch me do this.
People għan nofsnar it-tajjeb, għansi il-lejl it-tajjeb bħal-soltu talking Sliema hawnhekk bħal kull nar ta' erba, illum m'għandniex il-lob għandin hawnhekk u qegħdin nitkellmu ovvjament fuq it-tim favorit tagħna Sliema Wanderers u fuq l-isbaħ logħba tad-dinja li ngħid li dejjem nieħu gost li dejjem ngħid. Magħna llum għandna wieħed mill-forwards tagħna l-ġimgħa li għaddiet kellna il-Vito Plut, illum għandna il-Karim Aboubakar illi miegħu se nkunu qegħdin nitkellmu fuq Sliema. Ovvjament sa nsiru nafu daqsxejn waħd iżjed ukoll dan il-plejer illi rajnieh anke fl-aħħar logħba li għaddiet u rajna s-saħħa il-fiżiċità li għandu dan il-plejer. Good evening. Good evening, Karim. How are you? Welcome to the program first and foremost.
Thank you.
I was just making a very small introduction to about you, you know, about what kind of player you are, but we'll go into detail in a short while. Okay, let me switch to Maltese once again so that I'll do a few things and then we'll come back to you. Mela, aħna supporters importanti, the sponsors. NM Group, Come On Group, Cozy Rooms, Daikin, Eurosport u Thomas Smith. Fakkarkom, dejjem, dawn huma nies li jinvolvu ruhom anka fil-klabb allura ovvjament jekk ikolkom bżonn xi servizzi li joffru dawn in-nies għal xiex le. Ejja nagħtuhom priorità. Infakkarkom ukoll fil-Pasta Night tas-Supporters Club li se ssir fit-13 ta' Settembru, ġol każin tas-Sagru Kor, il-biljetti 15 euro il-kbar u 5 euro it-tfal. Nerġa' nfakkarkom minn hawn ftit ieħor, jintaġri fuq din mhux problema. Dawk minnkom li jkunu jixtiequ jgħaddu xi kumment, jgħadduh fil-chat session tal-Facebook jew YouTube, it-tnejn qegħdin live u ovvjament jekk tridu tixtiequ tagħmlu xi domanda wkoll lil Karim għamluha u jiena naddielu bil-qalb kollha. Back to you, Karim. Who is Karim? Karim is a 28-year-old Ghanaian forward who has a lot of experience. Actually, he has played in Spain, Israel, Azerbaijan, amongst other leagues. But how would Karim describe himself as a player, you know, if we have never seen Karim playing before?
Okay, like you said, I'm 28 years old who have played in Spain for 7 years, and I've played in Israel and I've played in Azerbaijan too. And I think my main characteristic was I think in my youth side, and I developed in a situation maybe I want to play up front and I don't have the height. I think maybe I needed more height, but I didn't have. I said, okay, so what can I do to be good and strong in up front over there? So I decided to work on my speed, work on spaces, try to run to the spaces, try to run behind defenders. What the defenders mostly don't like you running him up to the left, running him to the right, coming to receive the ball, running behind him. So since maybe I will not be so strong to maybe hold the defender back with my back, hold the ball, which normally sometimes I do, then I think the better way is to run behind him, run to the spaces that they leave between the center defense and the left, the wing, the left and the right back and the right. So I try to work on those spaces, and the most important thing as a striker, goals are the most important thing. So which I also try to work on that also. So I think that's my mostly strongest asset is like running to the spaces behind defenders, coming to receive the ball, joining play in association with the play with my teammates, and I think that's what I do.
So let's remember last summer, you know, when you have signed for the club, you came to our training grounds and you sat in the locker room, you started training with your teammates. What were your first impressions of the club? How did it impress you, you know, the structure of the club? Let's put it this way.
Yeah, mostly one funny thing. I think the first day, our Alex, I think Alex drove me to the training ground. So when we reached the place, and he said, the stadium is the training ground is upstairs. I said, what? He said, yeah. So we just, I said, are you serious? I said, yeah. So we just climb up, and I see this. I said, wow. Okay, it's been my first time to see something like that. So the first impression was, wow, this is so tough, something different I've seen, and I see the environment is they have gym, and the team has developed in our dressing room. We have everything that we need, and my first impression was, oh, okay, this is well organized team, and from there I said, wow, okay, this is going to be interesting, and I really love it from there.
I'm seeing Karim that the team is very much how can I say, very close. Even when I'm over there, at the training grounds and seeing you guys, joking between yourselves. How are you integrating yourself? I'm seeing you even. I saw you, joking with the others, and it's fun to see that even the newcomers are integrating properly,
Yeah, honestly, I would say we have a wonderful dressing room. And the guys, the lads, they are all so wonderful. I remember my first day I entered in the dressing room, lady, yeah, and as a joke, he said, "Oh, I thought you were bringing me Karim Benzema. You bring me Karim from China." From there, we started joking. He was so wonderful from the first day. So from the first day, we started interacting with other colleagues, and we, from there I started. And always we joke with that joke. We say, "Oh, Karim China." So like I wanted Karim Benzema, he brought me Karim China. So from that moment, and everybody was so wonderful from the staff, from technical staff, from the presidents up to the everyone was so lovely, and I really love it, and it was so wonderful.
Once again, sponsors, and Group. Come on, Group. Cozy Rooms, Daikin, Eurosport u Thomas Smith. Għanfakkarkom da xie wahda f'dawn il-numri jena li hu pjaċir impoġġi hawnhekk. Dan huwa n-numru tal-IBAN, tal-BOV, Mobile Pay u tal-Revolut. Ovvjament, dawk minnkom illi ikollhom dik ix-xi li jkunu jistgħu jagħtu lill-klabb, ovvjament hemmhekk se jkunu qegħdin dawk in-numri. Infakkarkom dejjem bħas-soltu il-YouTube page li qiegħda hemmhekk qiegħda tikber anke bis-saħħa tagħkom. Ovvjament għandna bżonn iżjed exposure, għandna bżonn iżjed nies illi jaċċessaw din il-YouTube page. Ovvjament dan il-programm bħalissa dan il-kontenut qiegħed jitla' hemmhekk ukoll. U dan ovvjament qiegħed jgħin biex anka l-exposure fuq din il-website, fuq din il-plattaforma ikompli jikber. Ħanara daqsxejn waħda x'inhu ma jgħidu supporters. Terence li jgħid forza Sliema dejjem hawnhekk, Terence dejjem nirringrazzjah, qiegħed jagħtini daqqatit bħalissa fil-fatt. Caroline Missud tajt forza Sliema, hello Rupert u Karim, hello lilek Caroline. Karim, we have Caroline who says hello, so I'm just reciprocating the hello. Okay. Paul Sheena, nfakrukom li fit-13 Ottubru l-Pastax Night nixtiequ ħafna naraw ħafna supporters u niltaqgħu mal-players mill-viċin. Ekku, Paul fil-bidu tal-programm semmejta, ħanerġa' nsemmiha, ovvjament is-supporters huma mistiedna illi jiġu fit-13 ta' Ottubru għal Pasta Night li se ssir fil-Każin tas-Sagrikor. Il-prezz jkun 15 euro il-kbar u 5 euro l-tfal. Franco Alois jgħidna professional production forza Sliema, grazzi ħabib tiegħi. Nieħu gost narak qiegħed hawnhekk bħas-soltu. Nirringrazzjak anke tas-support il-Littini, anke kif għandi nagħmel ċertu affarijiet biex inkomplu namlu dan it-tip ta' kwalità illi qegħdin nagħmlu anke bis-saħħa tiegħek. Nirringrazzjak. Duncan Tom, what's your goals for the season? Duncan Tom is he's asking you a question. So what are your goals for the season?
Honestly, like I said, and I think the most important goal, I think it's not personal, the most important goal is for Sliema to be where it deserves to be, because Sliema is a big club. Sliema is an old club, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the historic teams here in Malta,
It is the
and
biggest.
very old with yeah. So not personally, I think the most important thing is the team to be where it should be, and what I can do to help the team to get there as a striker is to play well, and obviously to score goals, and help the team to be there. So important is not personally, not to say I want to score 10, 15 goals. No, it's important for the team to win every game, and to be up over there. So everybody can see that, okay, Sliema is really back, and they are really back to stay. So that is my first goal is help Sliema to get up there. So that's my first goal.
So, Karim, I mean, someone, your agent probably, or someone, has told you, listen, there's this interest from this club, Sliema Wanderers, which is in Malta, and a player makes his idea about Maltese football, But now that we have played some games in the Premier League, what do you think about Maltese football? Is it really what you were expecting? Is it better? Is it worse?
Honestly, that's a good question. That was, as a player, when an offer something like that comes, okay, you say, okay, Malta, okay, all right. Then you try to find colleagues, try to find friends who have ever played over there, to ask them how is the league, and stuff like that, So they'll also tell you what they think, and they tell you it's up to you to decide whether you have to go or no. And honestly, at the beginning, the impression, the thinking was, okay, let me see how it is, and come, and maybe, let's see. By the moment the league started, it was not what I was honestly expecting. For example, like the Maltese league has allowed almost, I think, 8 foreigners can start in one game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
And so you play a team maybe full of foreigners and full of good talent, full of good.
We got disconnected a little bit. There we are. We got him back. For a second, we lost you.
Yeah,
But you're
yeah.
back. You were saying a lot of foreigners, a lot of good talent.
Yeah. So it makes the league so interesting, and I said, wow. So this is not like the other league I played, for instance, like Israel. In the second division league, you are allowed to play with 3 foreigners, and so it's typical, like, okay, Israeli players. So for here, like, more foreigners, and it makes the league so interesting, and honestly, it's in the top level, and it's developing. Honestly, it's developing from what I heard earlier, and this time it's developing, and I think the only thing that can help the team is the fans to come in their numbers like the other countries, because the football, I think that's it is the fans, the supporters, that make the football more interesting and more enjoyable. So
Yes, sure.
I think if the fans also started getting into the stadium in their numbers and supporting their team, I think it will really help.
Yes, of course, sure. So your last team was in Azerbaijan, if I'm not mistaken, yes?
Yes.
So, if you get football in Azerbaijan and football in Malta, what are the biggest differences between these two countries and the way that football is played?
Like I said, in Azerbaijan, for instance, when you go, they have I would say 2, because I won't say 3, because there is Karabakh, which is a very big club. And they have another team called Sabah, who is now also trying to compete with with Karabakh. Apart from that, 2 teams who are at the top. All the other teams are in the same level, So it's not, and also that place, like I'm saying, they have numbers of foreigners that can play. So the level, like I'm saying, maybe if you take Karabakh, or if you take the other team out, the other teams, I think even the level of this place is more higher than the other teams left. So So honestly speaking, I played there. That's what I'm saying. Karaba is a team who is a big club, play in Europe every season. So then really invest more in the team. And the other teams are normal teams and regular teams. And I think even the league over here is more aggressive, more direct, and technically good than there.
Let's talk about the team, okay? Our team, our good guys, let's call them like that. So, if you were to explain to someone who is Sliema, and what kind of football they play, who are they, who are these team, how would you describe them? Describe us.
I would say, yeah. The first thing I would say, for instance, even when you take for last season, for instance, I think no matter how the league you describe it, playing in the Challenge League, I think it's Challenge League, yeah.
Yes.
Playing in that league, unbeaten the whole season is something like when you hear it, you have to wow, yeah. So they played the whole season without losing, and that was something so bright. So from that performance of last season and blending in with the new players that came in and everyone, I think Sliema is a very strong team. Sliema, I think we are full complete team. We have so many talent in the team, and honestly, sometimes I remember the first game I sit outside. I said, wow, to play in this team, you have to really work hard. Position,
yes.
Because every position is so talented, and you have to get into the team, you have to work your way out, no matter who you are, and it's a team that we enjoy playing. The coach enjoy playing, and we want to move the ball. We want to attack, and most importantly, attack. I think he said the best way to defend is to attack. So if you attack and you don't defend,
of course.
It's the best way to defend.
If you have the ball, the others don't have the ball. That's easy.
Exactly. That is defending.
Of course.
I think it's the most important thing that he first said. So he doesn't like team that will say like put the bus and stay behind and wait. No. We attack and we enjoy playing. We want the fans to enjoy and it's very, very important and that's Sliema. That's how we play. And we never go into a game and say, oh, let's go into a game and see if we get the points or no. We go in. All the teams, we respected everything. Like he said, everything, we respected everything, but we don't fear anyone. So the moment we get onto the pitch, we show who Sliema is. So that is the most important thing.
Very important words. Let's see what our supporters are saying. Franco Aloisio says many goals. Very obviously, he's answering to Duncan Tom's question that you made. He made to you, and you answered very well. Kevin Patch, he says, well done, Karim, for your games. Caroline Mifsud, inħedġu supporters jibqaw jitilaw il-ground u jissapportjaw il-teams Sliemiż u jiġu għall-attivitajiet kollha. Ħanaraw kemm xi ħaġa wkoll fuq il-YouTube il-Vito Plut. Vito Plut sends a message and says, let's go Karim. How nice of Vito to send a message, I mean, he was with us last week, over here. It is so nice to see him following, and sending messages to you, it's nice to see a teammate,
He's a wonderful guy, honestly. It's a very wonderful guy,
And how is he on the pitch? Because I think he's very difficult as a player, to play against him. I mean, we have played against him for...
I remember when I saw him first, I was like, that style, that was really my style. And when I saw him, I said, wow, this guy is a beast,
Yes, he is.
Like, with even his age, and he's the first person who will say, Karim, come on, he will be pressing, he will be running. So, for instance, if you see a man who is almost about 5-6 years older than you running everywhere, and pressing everywhere, and why will you also stand,
Of course.
And he's always positive, helping in any way. And honestly, he's humble too, humble and very, very good person. And he tried to help everyone in any way that he can, all experience that he have. He tried to help me anytime we talk. We all normally have so many conversations,
Yes.
and we
Yes.
help each other, and it's so important.
That is experience as well, Karim, when you have a player of experience, and character, because last week he gave me the impression of being a person of character, Vito. It's very automatic for someone like him, to take that role and be present, very present. I remember Vito playing against Vito as a team, and it was always very difficult player to mark, very difficult because he's a center forward, the real one. Well, let's talk about a little bit the game against Marsa-Schlock. Not a good result for us, I have to say. Apart from losing, very obviously there were things that did not work out, but there were things that worked out as well. What is your take about the game?
Maybe honestly, first I would say if I think everything worked out the way we planned the game, the way coaches planned, the way we worked for the game the whole week, is exactly what happened. And I think it was a 50-50 game. It's a very balanced game.
Yeah.
And like they said, it's a game that any team that make any one little mistake and the other one capitalize, and that's what it is. And it was so that 50 balance game, attacking, defending, and I think at the end we were so unlucky. Honestly, I would say we were so unlucky to find ourselves or to come out without any point from that game, and that really hit us hard. And let me say, we don't have anything to do, just to work hard and focus on the next game and try to work on the things that we did wrong, on the mistakes that we did. We just have to work on it, and in the next game, I think maybe we can do better or get a point from the next game.
To be honest with you, Karim, from the 4 games that we have played, the 3 previous games, apart from the result, very obviously, the first one against Birkirkara, yes, we lost, but sincerely, I came out of the stadium with hope. Why? Because I saw the team playing really well, The other 2 games we won, and we won relatively easy. Okay, all right. Valletta was a tough game, and even Mostar was. But to be honest with you, the team was so solid on the pitch, that it was very solid. Against Marsa-Schlock probably was our worst game of the 4. I don't know if you agree. Even though, to be honest with you, towards the end of the game, we hit the post 2 times. We had the chance of Vito. We had the chance of Awad, So we were there, but still there was something missing. What do you think?
I think, like I said, if you see the game, you plan a game the whole week.
Sure.
This is what we're gonna do, and you get into the game. And coach have his man. You players, we know what we're gonna do, and you got into the game, and in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, you have to change everything all over again.
Of course,
because from there you lose one of your important players from the middle. I think Joseph is so important in the team. He normally control the games for us, and he's also much experienced. And the moment I think that thing happened, we have to adjust to so many things. We have to change the attitude. We have to, because I would say it's true that maybe we start that game. If you take the 3 games we previously played, I think Marsa-Schlock is the only game that we didn't start on the front foot like the other games that we started. And so, like I was saying, so many things happen in that short time, and I normally don't talk much about appreciating, but the game was. If I go back to the game and watch, it's like we play half of the game because we stop every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes.
It was.
Cars is flowing, and the game was so crazy. We stopped the game every 1 minute, 2 minutes, someone have to go down, referee have to get a card, and
Yes.
it was at that time you have to control so many things. From us coming from 3 games in 7 days or 8 days, it was also so difficult. But I think the team did very, very well, and like I said, it was so very, very unlucky and very important to come out from that game, even being a man up in the second half and not controlling the game from that moment. And after that, we also getting another red card to be 10.
Yes.
From that, I think so many things happened in that game, honestly. Not like the other 3 games. So I would say we are unlucky. I would definitely say that it's not unlike football. No matter, you have to work for it. So all we have to do is go back to the drawing board, go back to the training and work and train and focus much on the next game.
NM Group. Come on, Group. Cozy Rooms. Daikin. Eurosport. U Thomas Smith. Dawn huma l-sponsors tagħna, in-nies li jinvestu fil-klab tagħkom, ovvjament intuhom daqatit meta inkollna bżonn xi servizzi li joffru huma għal xixle intuhom daqsxejn waħda priorità għal xixle. Dawn huma n-nies li qed jinvestu fil-klab tagħkom. Karim, the last question. If you had the supporters just right in front of you right now, what would you tell them? To entice them to come to watch us, what would you tell them?
I think me and Joseph will be always, because I think the most important thing in a club is the supporters.
For sure.
And sometimes you look up there, you needed that push from the supporters, and honestly, those who come normally do well. Sometimes they cheer us up. I remember when even we were losing and they were still cheering up. I would just say to them that Sliema is here to stay, and we urge all of them, those who are in the house, those who are still doubting, to come and watch Sliema. We are urging all of them to come. That we will never disappoint them. Sliema will always do the pitch with front foot, fight for every point, fight for every game, and we will not go there and just say, today we just come to pass. No, we will fight for every ball, every point, and honestly, we will let them enjoy their game too. So it's really, really important that they also come in their numbers to support us, to push us. Sometimes in our difficult moments, that is the time you need the fans to push you. And in that time, sometimes you were cold, sometimes you have been caught in one, maybe in small bar ship, and you needed the fans at that time to just push you. And normally, it's not only me. I think we've been talking. We need the fans at that time to push us at that time, so that Sliema can get where it belongs.
Karim, I thank you very much for this half an hour that we have been talking. It was a pleasure to discover the person behind Karim Aboubakar. Now we know a little bit more about this person. We know a little bit more about how this gentleman thinks, and I like the way that you think, to be honest with you. Good evening to you, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Rupert Perry ma fadalli xeħli fil-li namel l-appuntament tijaj ma'kom il-weekend li ġej maħnix ħankunu għedin il-labu imma namlu l-appuntament maħna ta' xuxin nar l-erba li ġej nkunu għedin għawnek biex nerġaw nitkelmu fuq il-team favorit tana Sliema ovvjament nkunu għedin niskopru dak li kun qiegħed jiġri anka minn wara l-kwinti f'dan il-perjodu l-international break illi għanna bħalissa. Infakkarkom ukoll illi għanna żewġ players illi huma Maltin mal-tim nazzjonali Malti, għanna player ukoll illi huwa marjat mal-Under 21 u għanna player ieħor Awad illi huwa marjat mat-tim nazzjonali tiegħu. Ġifieri xi ħaġa sabiħa, xi ħaġa illi jagħti anka preżenza lil klabb u nieħdu gost naraw dan l-affarijiet. Jiena Rupert Perry ma fadalli xeħli fil-li namel l-appuntament tiegħi magħkom għal ġimgħa d-dieħla fit-8 ta' filgħaxija għal Talking Sliema ieħor biex nitkellmu fuq l-ikbar klabb ta' Malta, Sliema u l-isbaħ logħba tad-dinja l-futbol. Ciao.
I know